Hey, everybody. Just wanted to jump on here while I was writing. God just began to download some things that have really helped me. And I had this thought that somebody else needs to hear this. And also in my quiet time this morning, I asked the Lord what he wanted me to know. And he led me right to the passage where Peter was asking Jesus, where Jesus was asking, Peter, do you love me? And Peter kept emphatically stating that he did. And then at the end, of course, Jesus says, then feed my sheep. And I thought to myself, no matter what I do in life, I want to be a blessing and I want to share the things that God is doing in my life because there's somebody out there that's probably experiencing something similar. As I was gliding down the strip that takes me to the point, it's a beautiful run and I just love it because I can just let go and just glide down it. It feels so good. It's the best feeling. But I started thinking, we all deal with our pain in different ways, and some of us have a harder time than others processing pain. Like if it's really painful and it's really hard, sometimes we want to compartmentalize it because we don't really want to face it. We don't want to think about it. We just really want it to go away. Only when we do that, our pain never goes away. It just shows up in different forms. No matter how much and how hard we try to deny, especially betrayal trauma, but any trauma. The picture I'm posting down below is a picture of my niece, Leah. We lost her in July of 2008. And last night I was thumbing through a bunch of photos and I found this picture of her, and it just spoke to me because she loved like a child. She was generous with her love, and this hug is she's hugging Hannah Scrooby back then, and it was at I think Jacob's graduation. But just seeing her face again just brought me back to the trauma that we experienced when her life was taken, and that happened in 2008. It was a horrific experience. It changed all of us, and I'm just here today to say that it changed me for the good, because I have processed that pain. I've sat with my pain. I have allowed my mind, my body, my spirit to lean in and experience it for what it was, which was a traumatic event because she was murdered, and the man that took their lives also took her and her two babies. And it's just really hard for us to wrap our minds around that kind of depravity. What happened to him to make him that evil that he could take an innocent life and brutally murder them? We'll never understand it. But it made me think of depravity, and it made me think that I have had my share of grief. And just looking through all the pictures all the way back to 2007, I saw weddings, I saw graduations, I saw funerals, and I saw photos of seasons where we weren't doing well. In Mike and I in our marriage, different seasons with different kids. And I just am so thankful that God has given me this ability to not get swallowed up in the pain. Even though I'm quite vocal when I'm suffering, I'm glad I am, because it causes me to just process the grief, because that's what it is. When we're traumatized, when somebody hurts us, it's grief. And if we don't go through those stages of grief, and we don't, first of all, accept that, yeah, this happened to us. We try to bargain, and, why wasn't I the person that died? Why did it happen to her? If I could have just did this, we just bargain with God. We just don't want to face the reality of our pain. So we try to bargain with them. And then the second thing we do is we get to that place of anger because it's an it's outrageous that we should feel this kind of pain. It will never be natural to feel trauma from betrayal or from especially if it's a parent or somebody you love that does it, or even when it's a stranger. Like, our pain, there's no way to measure it, but if we don't accept that this did happen, I can't change it. Like, the only choice I have is how I'm going to respond to it. And I can respond by holding bitterness in my heart and not forgiving. I can just carry that with me like a badge of honor, that this horrible thing happened to me and now it's ruined my life, and everybody else is going to see my pain because I refuse to look at it. That's one way to handle pain. The other way is that you could, and I did, I think I finally got to this point where I just accepted, like, I can't change this. But Christ died for it, like, and he compels me to love like he loves. And so, in my better moments, I'm able to let that offense go. It never will be completely gone until we reach heaven, but I don't allow it to hold weight in my life. I don't give it power. Forgiveness is not as much about letting that person scot-free for hurting you. Forgiveness is you're letting go of that offense so that it doesn't drag you down. That's what the enemy wants. He wants you to hold that pain. And there's something self-righteous that makes you think, if I let go of the pain, it's almost like I'm accepting it. And I can't accept this. See the circle? It's like a dance that we do. But if you can let go and forgive that person that hurt you, or that group of people that hurt you, forgive him. Let it go. And let Christ's love compel you to be that better person, and to also even be that better person to the people that hurt you. You will find freedom. And I have found it. Like, I have found freedom in my pain. Doesn't mean that I don't still feel it, but it's more like a scar that's been covered and it doesn't have the power that it used to have. And so I just want to share that with you if you're struggling right now. Let God transform your life through the renewing of your mind. Let him have that offense, and take a moment and just sit and feel that pain. It's real. It's not something you can skip over. Most of the time it has to be processed. And we will do everything under the sun not to have to feel pain. It's just in our human nature. But if you can sit with it, you're going to process it, and then you're going to be able to let it go. Bless you. Hope you have a beautiful almost weekend. All right, bye.